And I want to introduce one of my students who's here today. Nusrat, can you come up, please?
Hi, my name is Noorat Jahan. I came from Bangladesh. So me, my brother, elder brother, and my mother and my father is sitting in a sofa. We are very sad, looking down. We're not talking because we're making a very tough decision. Let me take you back to my story a little bit. August 25th, 2016, I came to the United States with my family. In 2002, my uncle, my mom's brother, he applied for us. So in that way, we are immigrant in this United States. So my mom's elder sister, she lives in United States for 30 years. So we got onto her house. We lived there for 8 months. Yes, 8 months. She didn't have a very big house, only one living room and a bedroom. So we were 5 people, lived in one living room for 8 months. It was very hard because she has a blood cancer husband and a girl, like a daughter who is going to college. She has to pay for that. So she actually had a very difficult life. And again, we are 5 people. It's not easy in the place of United States. And the reason why I stayed 8 months because my father and my mother didn't have a job because they can't speak English. So they are not really comfortable with talking and interacting with the people who speak completely different language. So they were very frustrated about this issue, even though we got our green card, social security card when we came, like after 3 months. We had everything, but the reason is we needed housing. So then one day my father called me. This is where we are sitting in a sofa. I was very excited because I had a lot to talk about my school, my friends. I was very excited. I was like, I'm going to share this with my family today. But my father screwed all of it. He said, let's leave. Let's leave this country. We are not belong to this country because we cannot live without money here. We cannot stay. So it will be very difficult. Who's going to take care of you? So all of a sudden, like, I feel like I completely broke. When I started my school, I made friends. I had a lot of opportunities to share my ideas in my school. And I was very close with my teachers and everyone. So when I heard this, I feel like my world just broke. Like, how can I start over again? Like, going back my country, it's not possible for me. My elder brother, he didn't start college that year because he was going to college. He needs some time to go to college. So, and then we told my parents that, okay, give us some time to decide. We will let you know later. But my father was very strict. He was like, whatever decisions you take, you have to leave this country. You cannot stay. So me and my brother were being strong, and then we decided together that we are going to live in this country and make our parents one day feel better, feel proud that we would have made, actually we made it. We want to study, we want to go far, and we will do one day better job that these days will not be last anymore. That's what we told my father. And then my mom also convinced what we said, and then they both talked to each other. And then later on, he agreed that, okay, we're staying. But you find a way, how are we going to live? And then my father, by himself, he got an idea that he will leave this country. He will live there for 6 months there. He's a businessman. He has a business on car parts and everything. He has a big business there. So he said he will leave US. He will live 6 months there and 6 months here. I know it's going to be hard because my father is really a family person. That's why he wanted to live with all of us. Wherever he stays, wherever he goes, he always wants us by his side. So it was hard for him to take the decision, but we didn't have any choice but to agree his decision. So now that, and then after a month he left, we couldn't say anything because there was no other way. And then one day my cousin, she also lives in US, she's married. She found a house that her friends agreed to give her. So that's how we got a house. That's where we are living in now. This house is pretty much bigger, but it's okay. We are good. At least we got a house that we don't have to depend on someone. And then my dad, after 6 months, my dad came back. My brother is also going to college. He also having problem with the FAFSA and stuff. He's also working on Dunkin' Donuts to cover his tuition fee, but that's not enough. So my dad had to cover also our everything, like everything my dad helps to. So when he comes here for 6 months, it's not easy. You also need money for yourself. So he decided to go work on construction. So not with other people like who speaks different language. He was with a guy who speaks Bengali. So he trusted him. Okay, he's my own country people. I can trust him. I can work with him. And then after 2 months, he cheated my father. He was not giving money to my dad. He was like, I'm broke. I cannot give you money. My wife is yelling at me. I have to cover the expenses of my daughter and my sons. But you at least you have a business. I don't have anything. So my dad didn't say anything. And then he moved to another person. This time he worked with him 4 months. He also cheated him. My father was crying behind us. But in front of us, he was laughing. He's very good. But we saw that he got so skinny, and we can just look at his face. When we look at his face, we can see how struggle he's doing for us. We can't say a word because we decided to live here. That's our decision. So whenever I think of this kind of thing, that a lot of sacrifices that our parents do for us, I don't know if I can do half of it. They're doing a lot. Even my mom, she's doing a lot for us. So that it's hard that my mom never worked outside. She was a housewife. And we even had a servants in our house, so she didn't have to take care of a lot of things together at a time. So we found a babysitter job for her. She went there. The woman wasn't paying her that much because the problem is that she doesn't understand anything and she's very weak. Because if she do anything, she doesn't understand like how things go. So she took the advantages and started paying her less and then keeping her more longer. And then we forced my mom that it's okay, we can live however we want. You don't have to like buy anything for me or just, I don't need anything, just leave this work. And then she left this work for 1 month and then she started again because she doesn't have any other way to but do it. So we actually can't say anything because this is what we want to do. So now that I think about this, like I feel like I should do something. So I'm thinking I'm going to college next year. Maybe I'll able to do some support to my parents. Right now I'm not working because I'm mostly focusing on studying. Because if I study and do something good, like establish in future, maybe I'll be able to help my parents, and then I'll try to like heal their pain that they're gaining right now, but not showing us, but we understand. So I also want to thank you, US, because they're giving a lot of opportunity that we are having, like educational support. Yeah, so I want to use them in a good way and then do something better in future. Thank you.